Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope this finds you all well. Life is pretty good here at Dulwich Hamlet. We have made a flying start to the season, and that means that today we are able to bring you some FA Cup first round action. And of course, as always, if you do like this video, then please do hit that like button down below. Subscribe to the channel and get those notifications turned on so you know when future episodes are dropping. But let's begin and see how we've been getting on. Hello and welcome to episode 3 of Conquering the Capitals. I'm Ben, and coming up on today's episode we have an FA Cup first round tie against National League Sutton, a team that are currently sat in 4th in the National League as well, so it'll be a really good challenge. But can we continue our cup run and take another big scalp? And since the last episode, things have been really good. We've begun the National League South with 3 wins and 1 draw, a really unlucky draw, an 86th minute equaliser for Ebbsfleet. We really dominated the game, but it wasn't quite meant to be. But it does mean we're still unbeaten, and we've taken 3 scalps in the FA Cup along the way. Yates, as you saw, Wingate and Finchley, and then National League Dover were knocked out by us Dulwich boys as well. So it has been a really positive start, and all of that means that alongside the FA Cup first round, we're currently 5th in the National League South. However, we have 2 games in hand on everybody above us and are only 3 points behind. So we're in a really strong position, and we're the only team to yet have lost in the National League South as well. But today's focus is the FA Cup, and the team that we're hoping can do the job against Sutton is this one. It's Nakov in goal, a back four of Barnes, David, Taylor and Ojo. Taylor in as the Dulwich Virgil van Dijk is unfortunately suspended for this game. Barbosa and McGregor pair up in midfield again. Kenyon on the left, Alassani on the right, the current top scorer for us Dulwich boys, and Mullix and Moore are up front, and they have both been playing really well. Dion Moore, I think, is probably the top scorer for us in the FA Cup. 3 of his 4 goals this season have come in this competition, and hopefully we can see him score a couple more today against the Sutton team, who I expect will be a very good Sutton team. And obviously, with them being 4th in the National League, it's going to be no easy task. But obviously, if we can make it through to the next round, the money that comes with this competition is absolutely massive. And this game is actually being televised, as you can see. And therefore, that has also given us a nice little cash injection as well. So the finances currently here at Dulwich are looking pretty good. But let's get stuck into the game and see if we can continue this awesome run in the FA Cup and increase those finances once more by having some bigger boys potentially if we can make it through to the second round. But that is going to be no easy task against the Sutton team that I imagine are probably just going to be too good for us. But we shall see, we shall see. We have started the season really well. We've looked not a lot better, but a little bit better than most down at this level. And I suppose that can only mean that potentially this is the sort of opponent we should be facing in the next year or so with regards to National League teams. And is this going to be our first chance? Barnes to Mullings. Mullings plays it back to Barnes, and he's got a bit of room to run into. It's gone to McGregor. This could be a really good chance. He's found Dion Moore, the goal-scoring machine in this competition. He's found Jake Kenyon, and it's a really good save by Buzanis in the Sutton goal. Kenyon really should have been burying that, but the highlight looks like it might well continue with a long ball forward that is picked up well by Quaid Taylor. He's played it back to Nakov, to Taylor. Taylor back to Nakov again. Can Nakov pick a really good ball out and get us moving again? McGregor, Taylor. He just lumps it forward, but Moore is on the end of it, and he's headed it forward for Mullings to get in on goal. Can he score? Oh, 2 massive chances in the highlight within the space of 2 minutes, neither of which have ended up in a goal. And is that going to come back to bite us later in the game? It should be at least 1-0. But it's a positive that we are able to get at this Sutton team, and it means that there might well be a chance we could sneak through in this first round tie and make it to the second round of the FA Cup And then we're only one round away from the Premier League big boys coming in. You never know where we might well end up. But at the moment, it's a gut-wrencher that we're not 1-0 up. Mullings with a great chance. Jake Kenyon as well with an absolute beauty of a chance from some Dion Moore. It set up both chances, actually. Just shows how crucial he is potentially to this team. It wasn't a man that I was looking to start with, really, when we first looked through the squad. But he has come of age within the first month or so of me being here. Mullings has had a couple of knocks and Moore has stepped in. And he just made himself undroppable at the moment. Has Daniel Ojo. Jake Kenyon was obviously brought to play at left back. But Daniel Ojo has probably been the best player at the club so far. And Kenyon, therefore, is just slotting him further ahead in the field. Which isn't potentially that natural for him. But he's doing a pretty good job of it when he has played. And this first half, I mean, it probably belonged to us looking at the stats. And looking at the 2 chances that we have seen, I'd be tempted to say it has definitely belonged to us. 5 shots, 2 on target, 58% possession. Only the 2 shots, none of which have been anywhere near our goal for Sutton. We go in at 0-0, but we're putting in a pretty strong performance. We're pleased with how things are going for sure. Keep it up, and I think we would potentially walk away with a win. We are really holding our own against a team who are flying in the league above, and that can only be a positive so far. No one having an exceptional game. I think it's a bit of a team effort so far. We could be doing better, but I'm not going to say that to a team who is absolutely dominating a National League side. We just need to bury one of these chances. 9 shots we've had now, only the 2 on target. One of which obviously we saw from Kenyon. The other one I don't think we have seen. We're going to encourage the boys. We're looking really good. I think we've just got to grab that goal and we might well sneak through in this tie. Nothing for Sutton so far, but as I say that, they do have a throw. But Mullings is able to head it clear, and if we can get there first, we might have a break. But Eastman does beat us to it. Barden, back to Eastman, all the way back to the keeper for Sutton. Can we nick the ball off them in the middle of the park? It's cleared forward, and that is going to be easy to gather for Barnes. And can we build from here? He puts a long ball forward, but no one in a Dulwich shirt is near it. Alassani can't win it, and Eastman now has a chance to send Sutton on their way. Oliaf on this right-hand side for Sutton. He beats 1. Will he beat 2, or is Daniel Ojo going to be able to see it out? He beats the 2nd. The ball is in the back of the net from Emmanuel. We'll just call him Emmanuel. It should have been saved. We should have been up the other end having our own chance. And we said it might come back to bite us that we didn't bury those early chances. And I think it just has. It's an awesome finish. But oh, what an awful bit of goalkeeping from Nakov. That should have been saved. And it looks like we're just going to rue those missed chances. We're still in the game though. There is still a chance. But that is an awful bit of goalkeeping from a man who has been pretty unbeatable so far this season. We're going to berate the boys because we should not be behind. This has been all Dulwich Hamlet. And at the moment, it looks like we're going to go home out of the FA Cup. Let's have a look at making some changes then. Kenyon not playing too well on this left-hand side. So we will get him off. Who have we got on the bench? Let's bring on Connor Hunt then. Young Connor Hunt for him. Aaron Barnes also not having his best game. He can come off. We have got Sanchez Ming, who has played really well actually when called upon. He can come on onto that right-hand side. And we can see if those 2 changes might well just make the difference for us. At the moment, we're going out in a game that we should not be. We're currently being FM'd by a team in the league above us, which is a real shame. If we could just grab the goal, what have we got to do to get it? Let's demand more, fire up, something along those lines. We're going to fire up the entire team. We are so close to being level in this game. We should have been winning in that first half. We weren't quite able to do so. And it now looks like it's just going to fizzle out into a bit of a nothing game. Last sub to make. Alassani is going to come off. Corey Henry is going to come on this right-hand side. Just one final throw of the dice to see if with 10 minutes to go we can just go and grab the equaliser. But looking at it here, it's been a much better second half from Sutton as opposed to the first half. but we should have had a goal. Look at the expected goals. We should have at least buried one of these 14 chances we've had. We've just not quite hit the back of the net. Late drama is what we need now, but it looks like we're not quite going to get it. 3 minutes of added time. Can we grab an equaliser in a bit of a nothing game, really? We haven't seen much of the game at all. It looks like we should not be behind, but we are about to be knocked out of the FA Cup by Sutton in a game that we really should have won. And that is the most disappointing thing about it all. We have just been FM'd by a team above us in the league snatcher. We didn't quite play well enough. 14 shots, 5 on target, 2 in the first half that we really should have scored from. We weren't able to do so. We're going to thrash our arms. We're not pleased with the results. Some seem demotivated, most seem motivated. The man to blame, unfortunately, is Luka Nakov. That goal should have been saved, and we are now out of the FA Cup. But it means that we can focus a bit more on the National League South, and hopefully we can continue our awesome start to the season. Looking ahead then to next time, we will be back around the end of November with either Braintree or Billericay, and hopefully between now and then there can be a lot of green on the schedule. But I hope you have enjoyed today's episode, and if you have, please leave a like down below for me. Subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager videos, and as always, thank you all for coming along and watching.